We have some nice shirts over here, some nice, beautiful shirts for today's event. You can purchase them right at the stand, right next
Pretty big. Nice bush.
Students at IS-318, 7th and 8th graders, to help build this project. It's supposed to be the city of the future. It is a sustainable city where we produce our energy and our food products and not depend on any other outside help as much as we do now. We have green markets and greenhouses. We have a hub, and we don't use cars. Well, we do, but not as many. We have bicycles and pedicabs, and we have hub stations and windmills. We produce our energy too. We use solar power and wind power.
And that thing is 25 stories high. It's all human scale with human needs. Are these bicycles?
Yeah.
And look at the bicycles. A hospital for preventative medicine. These kids can do it better than mayor. The mayor better come here and ask the kids what the community needs.
I'm like, I think I know that.
There's so many ideas. See? Do you have an idea? You go to the school, and this building is right near your school. What would you like to see it be? A pool. He wants a pool. Everybody wants a pool. Yes, make a move. Find the communities. Find the places and the people that matter.
And what we're trying to do is revitalize the community and the McCarran Pool. And we're just trying to collect ideas from the community as far as what they want to have happen to the pool. Not necessarily a swimming pool, but a garden or a theme park or something along those lines, but that for the next 30 years it becomes something as opposed to a sore thumb or something like that within the community. And basically that's all we're asking, to start something and get the ball rolling as far as what's going on. And here we have some photographs of what it used to look like. And in the winter was a skating rink, and this is just it was a pool. It was open in the 30s, late 30s. And in the back we have some ideas as far as what people have handed in.
This is a partnership between those two groups to bring together the cultural importance of places with advocacy for them, meaning celebrating them, possibly preserving or protecting them if that's appropriate. But essentially getting public awareness about them so that when things are threatened, like the pool, for example, which is threatened now, when something that is threatened, people already know about it. There's already a constituency of people who care about it. So our role is to create this sort of large list of places all over the city that people care about and why they care about them. And then from there, have a larger public dialogue about what to do when they're threatened or how to celebrate them.
So are you getting any money to rebuild the pier?
Well, I'm looking at the new membership, and We already have the money in there, but the idea is to have enough there to operate and take care of the poor. It's a non-profit organization. And these are the flyers here that I'm giving out.
What's your name? Amanda.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll do something about that. Who knows? All right.
Well, good to, thank you.
All right, have a good day. Stay cool.
We try.
And we try to coaching them on a kayak and teach them how to get into the boat and how to kayaking and how to paddling and the technique of this. And this boat, it's for learning and for the persons who never been in kayak and never know how to look the kayak. So first exhibit, we're going to show our 7 trophies and some kayaks and boats, what we are teaching kids on the water and competing. We have a program for the children and for the athletes who they are preparing for Olympic team. They have to be on the water 2 ways a day, if it's possible. We will be having a more stronger team, will be better for neighborhoods, for community, and we will have a lot of members, and we believe so a lot of people will be joined here, and we will be probably very successful in that sport and very, very popular in United States, because it's not too many clubs and good activity and people who they want to give all heart to that sport.
И заплакал тут наш Андрияшка.
All right, thank you very much. Eternal Musical, Russian folk songs. A nice round of applause for these very special people. Thank you very much. Summer Solstice Day, McCarran Park. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And if you're not dads, make sure you're a dad. Soon.
The Honorable Commissioner Henry Stern of the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation, New York City's most staunch supporter of the natural environment.
Thank you very much, Phyllis. I'm very happy to be in McCarran Park on this, the first day of summer, the stay of the solstice, and the hottest day of the year. We're trying to raise consciousness for the environment in its many dimensions. I want to thank the performers and the companies who came out to the park today to show their support for environmentally friendly products. And the people of Williamsburg and Greenpoint, who together are friends of McCarran Park. We believe in public-private partnerships. We believe in working with community groups for the benefit of the park. And we're delighted that there are men and women in this neighborhood who take time out of their schedules to help the park. It takes a lot of people working together, but we're very pleased at what's been accomplished in this park and at the number of eager, devoted people who are here today, as I said, on the hottest day of the year, to help with the park. Thank you.
The DEP, who are going to present this wonderful ceremony that we've been waiting for about 2 years, to present the wrench to the fire hydrant so the wonderful gardeners of the McCarran Park Gardens can water their gardens. Mr. Groff.
Thank you. My name is Bob Gafolio. I'm Deputy Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Protection, and I'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be part of this wonderful event. If anyone has not yet gone over to our exhibit and seen what we talk about, what we have to say about water conservation, sewage treatment, and the Newtown Creek sewage treatment plant, I invite you to go over there and take a look at it. It's quite interesting. My work takes me to a number of places around New York City. And almost everywhere I go, I see a new phenomenon of people working together to protect and improve their community and working to enhance their neighborhoods. In Greenpoint, Williamsburg, this is not such a new phenomenon. It's stronger here than any place I've seen around the city, and it's been going on for a very long time. So when Bob Petrillo brought to our attention the need of some of the gardeners of McCarran Park for a source of water so they wouldn't have to carry it quite so far to water their plantings, we were very happy that we could pitch in and help out. So we have provided a fire hydrant down by the corner where water can be obtained. This is in recognition of some of the people that have done so much work here in McCarran Park. You know, Josephine Kobiacik, Mr. Yarconi, Mr. Wright, and many, many others too. On behalf of DEP and representing all those people, I'd like to present not the key to the city, but this painted gold hydrant wrench to Ms. Kobiacik.
I'm very grateful, and I thank you very much, because I was waiting almost 4 years for it. At last we get the key. We need it very, very much. Thank you.
In the 50s, it was a great place to live. There were black leather jackets and motorcycles. The jukebox was always playing. I was the official ice cream tester for Bondolans because they made their own ice cream. And I spent a lot of time in this park, 48 years. I've never seen anything like this. This day is really a landmark day, and it indicates a new beginning for this neighborhood. Well, I didn't see everything yet, but I looked around at all the different alternative health styles. There's a gong immersion bath over there, which looked interesting, and a lot of different healing modalities. The waterfront is of particular interest to me. And I was speaking to Tony Snackus over there. He's a neighbor. We live on the same block. And we were talking about reviving the Milton Street Block Association, and this being a good time for people to get involved again. Give a little energy back to the community that nurtured you when you were a child. So, hey, maybe we'll even have a block party one of these days.
Here we go, we got dance contest number 1. We got number 2. We got number 3. Here it comes. Whoa.
And I know that somebody had tried to bring a green market to the neighborhood about 7 years ago, and there were so many people in the neighborhood who shop in Union Square and take the train in to buy their vegetables and take the train back. So I thought it would be a really good thing for the neighborhood, and things have changed so much, and you know, this is the right time. The only problem that we had was siting. You know, there were people in Greenpoint who felt that it should be in Greenpoint, and my feeling when I came with this idea was that it would be a community market, and there would be a market that would be accessible to Italian Williamsburg, to the north side, to the south side, and to Greenpoint, and it wouldn't be just a Greenpoint market.
And we grow our own fruits. We're about 300 miles away. And what we do is we come to New York City to the local farmers markets and distribute our fruit to the public. We're starting a market in Williamsburg and Greenpoint to promote outdoor community activities and fresh vegetables and fresh fruit in New York City. Williamsburg and Greenpoint do have this incredible sense of community and close-knit neighborhood feeling. I think that it will be a success, and I know that a lot of people have been asking for it, and this is a great location for it.
So many people that came in here and just sat here and didn't want to leave. They just felt so good inside the space and really thought it would be a great idea to have this into a larger structure. Just great comments. There was an art historian that wants to write about it. It's just, you know, the kids, it's just like every age group, you know, every different type of person. You know, it was just what it was. It brought people together. Discussions sort of came up, and it did its function. You know, it's bringing people together. So I'm very excited.
Well, you know, it's going in stages, and this might be a really good step, because a lot of the people that came in today, especially the artists, they said they would love to see it stay, you know, instead of me putting it away somewhere, in a place where they can come and do events and performances. And that would be a really good precedent for the next one. So if it goes into the waterfront area or on a rooftop and, you know, we generate continuous activity, then the next step would be a lot easier. So it's sort of fitting into place that way. Because the other way is like, okay, are you going to give me a permit to build a 60-foot thing? And the answer is no. So, but if you go in stages and start, it's like holding an exhibition, you know, you do it 1 year and then the next year there's already a history, so it's starting to be clearer.
As in trash, all kinds of trash, commercial trash, residential trash, industrial waste. There's a sewage treatment plant up by Newtown Creek. There's all kinds of, you want me to write a sign? Is it nuclear? Is it nuclear waste? I am from Red Hook, and I represent a group called Red Hook GAGS, Groups Against Garbage Sites. And the reason I'm in Williamsburg Greenpoint today is because, like this neighborhood, we are facing a very dire threat from an overwhelming amount of garbage being brought into our neighborhood via private trash companies that are negotiating with the city right now to take over the residential trash hauling now that Fresh Kills is going to be closing in 2 years. The problem is these companies are being permitted for tonnage amounts that are far in excess of the amount of trash the city generates. So we are really looking at these companies importing garbage into our neighborhoods. We are not being asked to do a city service. We are not being asked to do our civic duty. We are being asked to sacrifice the health, safety, and environmental quality of our neighborhood so that these giant trash corporations can make huge profits at our expense, basically. We support the closing of Fresh Kills. What we don't want is for any other neighborhood or for Brooklyn's neighborhoods in general to become the new Fresh Kills of the next century. It's ridiculous. And the mayor needs to listen, and we need to tell him as a constituency that his plan is unacceptable, there is a plan that works, and the communities will fight until he listens.
Cooling device because it works off of a solar panel when you sit in the sun, and it works off of batteries when you are in the shade. It blows air across your forehead, or it blows air across the sweatband, which absorbs your sweat, and then through the action of convection, it evaporates the wetness from the sponge, which then cools your forehead. And it lets air through the mesh and keeps the sun off your head. And it feels great.
Hey, my name is Renee Pachaki. Currently, I'm a project manager at the Percent for Art program at the Department of Cultural Affairs. And I've been involved with the artists George Trackus and Vito Acanci, who've both been commissioned to create permanent public artworks at this site. Both George and Vito have been working very closely with the community and listening to a lot of their feedback on the projects. And we're at the beginning. George is a little further advanced than Vito, but I'm sure 12 years from now they'll both be great and both be installed.
To get to Newtown Creek, and then but from Newtown Creek it's about 300 and then 600. There's the creek here.
Oh yeah.
This is the little park area.
Yeah.
Here's the concrete wall here.
Okay.
Here's the building, and then over here is going to be the at-grade access for the public. People can access the park, and there won't be any kind of problem about people climbing up the wall, you know what I mean? And this is existing grade. This is where it exists right now. This is an existing concrete wall here, and then they will put sheet piling in the front of it. Well, this is sheet piling, it's what they put in the water. And what I've done is I've worked with this to create benches, where people can sit, and it's good for boats. And this is just a little piece of it.
The waterfront is sort of like a barren land right now, so the more access you can have, the more people actually doing things. See, the life has left the waterfront when, I guess when the Brooklyn Eastern District closed down. So the stones are sort of like the last facade, like they... One woman called it the Stone Cemetery, which I thought was a neat name because it's like your loved ones, and sort of I kind of use them to argue for the space. They sort of they're like my muses, you get a lot of inspiration from them. I just started carving limestone myself. I'm doing a head out there right now. The community comes down in the summertime because it's nice to be on the waterfront.
There's more.
So, more concern is taken up, but I think when there's more life and more things happening there, the waterfront will flourish again. I'm sort of like a seed right now, just trying to sort of come alive, if you know what I'm saying.
There would have been a promenade there, what everybody's talking about, park area, and it was a very good plan that they were going to do in 1988. But community politics didn't work. Could say those things? Sure. Not going to get in trouble?
I don't think so.
And the community board and all our elected officials and our community politics screwed the whole thing up, and that's why we wound up with an empty lot, 36 acres of property. which I'm scared that U.S. Waste might buy the property. We're going to wind up with a tremendous rehab dump or whatever. The new Staten Island will be on the north side. How's that? Good? That's what I'm afraid of, and I hope it doesn't happen. This is great. I give Phyllis a lot of credit, the people working on it. We also are on her advisory committee. I'm on her board, and we help her out a lot. The community, the firehouse helps her out with a lot of her stuff. Also like Tony. I think so. It should be annual. And it gets the people out of the neighborhood, gets them into the park, and this is where everybody comes. And it's nice to have festivals like this. And people get to know what's happening in the community.